My name is Mitch Schaab. My handle is at Mitch Schaab on Instagram.
Hi, my name is Jason Katz. My handle is at the Big Nose Boy on Instagram.
Hi, I'm Mary Hall. My handle is Mary Holland on Instagram.
All right, so my name is Robert Glesne, but I go by Bobby Glesne Comedy on Instagram. I have about 12 followers, mostly family, so yeah, that's me.
My name is Xack Fischer, and my username is Super Xack.
So my name's Aviv, just Aviv, and I don't have an IG yet because I'm working on that. Like, want to do like an entire special at once and then release a bunch of stuff on Instagram rather than just like one joke for people that can't pay attention.
My name is Joey Mejia. My handle is Joey Mejia Comedy.
I've been doing comedy for about 2 years now.
5 months, almost 6 months now.
About 2 years, I want to say. I started producing officially in April, but I always just put down just when I started being involved in my comedy, coming through, hanging out, meeting everyone, December of 2021.
So I've been doing it for about a month and a half. I took a class over at the last comedy class they had, and I had a great graduation experience. Oh, sorry, that's another question you're gonna ask now.
This one for 2 years. Started in 2021 of July.
1 year and 4 days. 369 days, to be clear.
I've been doing comedy for 7 weeks, but I've been writing comedy for 9 years.
3 of my friends and I drove down to Tacoma. There were 3 bucket spots available, and 3 of us got the bucket spots, including me. So that was probably my best night in comedy.
Probably when I ran, this was about a month ago, I ran to Club Comedy from Aviv Bar, and I was out of breath. And the shit you think of when you're out of breath, I mean, I had to think of something. I'm literally drenched in sweat. I'm so out of shape. I get there and I said, you haven't seen an Indian sweat this hard since Oklahoma. And it fucking destroyed it. It just, from the get-go, they were it was the last leg of the room. They put me in, it was out of 38 people, I was 37. And the room was fucking, please, come on. And I got back. It was really fun.
My best would be actually the graduation class we had. So one of my buddies here, he's actually took the class with me, and so he could vouch for it. It was the best night because it was like a real crowd, and it was real validating. And I'm rounding down because I'm in denial. I thought I would just take it up, try it out, and after years of people saying I should do it, and I went up and I just kind of had fun with it, and I got a huge pop. It's I'll watch the video, super boosts me when when I'm feeling down. That's kind of what I was there for, that validation that I've been looking for.
There's a lot of great nights just hanging out with comics. Probably some of the weekends that I've worked at Laughs were the peak of just great audiences and really feeling like I was doing the thing. Yeah.
Okay, I went to a Russian comedy show, which was just a whole comedy show in Russian that I didn't understand. And then I got to feature at the open mic right after for 20 minutes. And I said something in Russian, so I got to learn a little Russian and do bad comedy after really good Russian comedy. They crushed in Russian, and then they did the open mic in English.
Our first Descendants of Madness show, my parents came, and they're, I'm half Filipino, so my mom's very skeptical of the creative journey situation, and she actually laughed. She's a stone cold woman, so she laughed at Levi Manus, and I was I'm shocked. And it was one of those nights that really made it.
I make your mom laugh.
Yeah, but at random people.
I came up to me and said, so you're baptized, right? And I was like, no. And she was dying laughing. I was like, you're gonna get married, or you're gonna get baptized when you marry my daughter, right? And I was like, no. Die even harder. And she's like, you're gonna get baptized when you marry my daughter, right? Okay.
My best night in comedy was actually last Friday. I killed a 60-person room. No one expected it. I just went up after the headliners and felt like I was on drugs. All of the comedians were fist bumping me. It's what I'm here for.
The worst night would be here a week ago, and it's not on the people that operate this fun location, but more I didn't know what to expect from open mic. I came in just riding that high off of my last show I had, or that one show, the only show I've had, and you know, feeling really good about it. Coming in just with a crowd of all comics and realizing that an open is different and serves a different role.
I was doing a set for the first time, and I guess not the worst set that I've ever done, but some drunk girl in the back started heckling me, and I didn't realize how hard that would be to shake off, but it forced me to, like, the next day write some of the best stuff I did, just like force it out of myself.
When David Altamirano called the staff whore for heckling, it lost us our mic. I mean, we forgave him since, but it was a little much, and like definitely one of the low points in our comedy careers. I was like, what the hell? All this effort, all this work. $25 a week. Like, we weren't making anything. Like, we were putting so much work into this, like, out of our love and care for comedy. We've squashed the beef and stuff, but there was a good portion of our time where I was like very resentful.
This Russian comedy show? No. Well, I had a miscarriage the night of a comedy show. That counts. Sorry. Technically, I didn't even think I was going to answer that.
I started my first production as starting a show that's called The Triple Door. We set up the chairs, and the night was supposed to be 10 minutes as the host started, and about 4 minutes into my set, the ladies who were playing blackjack at the front row turned around and faced away from the stage. It's like, first of all, you're not even fucking gambling at one of our casinos. Second, you do that shit to me, that was my worst night.
Can I add to this story?
Yes.
Yeah, so I actually came to this when I first met Mitch, and I came through, and I was so nervous to like come up and say hi. I sat at the bar, and I didn't say hi at all, and he just like didn't know I was there, and then I went in my car and cried because I was like so nervous to talk to Mitch. Horrible.
And yeah, so from my perspective, not only did the fucking front row turn around, but this woman who told me that they were gonna be there didn't show up, and I was like, fuck, not even. Well, I actually kind of saved grace because I thought, and she didn't reveal this to me until months later, but I thought, oh good, she didn't come to that. Like, it's really good. She didn't see that embarrassing shit. Lo and behold, she just...
It's like in the corner.
Probably last night, honestly. I bombed really hard last night, but it is what it is. It was a bunch of new material, so I just got to work it out, I guess.
Worst night in comedy is probably the first time I did a 10-minute set, and I was not ready for it yet, and I did not make it to the end of my set before I was asking if I was out of time, and I had invited people to come see me, and it was a rough one, but it helped me get better. So yeah, that's about as bad as it got, but you know.
I want to sell out Descent into Madness, so please tell your friends and get them to come. That's one of my bigger goals. Also, just really trying to legitimize Killer Set Production, the production company that me and Mitch are trying to get going here.
I think just keep on ironing stuff out. I'm looking over here. I'm very distractible. But I'm gonna look right at the camera. I'm gonna get more comfortable on stage and try to get more time. I'm taking more classes, and those like basically you're paying to be in a show later at a bigger club. So pay to play. But yeah, I'm gonna keep just going on and seeing where this goes. I tend to get hyper fixated on stuff and then peter out once it gets hard, so we'll just see what happens if that happens again.
As close as I can get to 300 sets. That's my friend Sage's goal. I kind of copying it, but it is a good goal to have, or at least shoot to, and I feel like there's still time. I just kind of gotta do like 25 a month to get to 300 this year.
Make a special, get 1 million views.
Make the feature for 20 minutes.
Just be in more scenes, like I'm going to San Diego. A friend, comedian friend of mine is out there, so just checking, like just really kind of simulating the road, you know what I mean? Like simulating the road for comedy. Not getting paid, but trying to get booked.
My comedy goals for 2024 are just to be doing longer sets and to keep writing new jokes.
Just ask Robbie to make a t-shirt for him. like me here was this whole convoluted, like, I'm gonna join comedy so I can get closer to Robbie so that I can like do graphic design for him. And it was like, I could have just asked and he would have said yes. So I don't know like why I did all this, and now I'm like just super involved in this comedy world now. I still haven't made the shirt for him. He did say yes.
So if I had talked to me a month ago, I would say that don't overthink it. I think the one thing about a crowd is that what works for a crowd, like if you get in your own head too much, you tend to you beat yourself up. But if you just go out, be yourself, statistically a crowd, someone out there is going to probably find the silliest thing funny that you don't even mean to be funny. And it's just a matter of just being comfortable. And that's what really pays off. It's just having fun. People, I think, feed off of the fun aspect.
I should have probably started earlier. Probably should have started stand-up right when COVID ended instead of 2023, but it's okay, we're here now.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that I would have gotten into comedy earlier because it took me a long time to get around to trying it, and now I'm really glad that I'm doing it. So that would be, if I could change one thing, that'd probably be it.
Don't do it. I'd keep it vague. I'd just say don't do it to change so that I'd be a more scared person, because I'm way too confident. I'm not scared right now.
I don't know. That's some voodoo shit. I don't think. I wouldn't go in the past.
You won't.
I know.
You're not gonna. You're not even mentally gonna.
That's scary shit.
What about advice for a younger comedian that looks up to you? Yeah, they're very similar to you.
What'd you say?
I said they have circle classes.
Definitely do the don't stop until you can. At the very front, and just don't stop until you can't, and then you relax. Okay, that's okay. Relax, but just do it until you can, so that you know you either can do the shit or you can't do the shit. I remember this girl. She was undecided whether she liked coffee, and I said, okay, we're gonna go try the strongest fucking espresso that we can get. We're on a date, and she was like, that is disgusting. Good. Now you never have to question whether you like this coffee or not. You just don't like the shit. And that's what I did.
I don't know. I think I did everything great. I would do everything the same way, and I would give less of a fuck in college. That's what I would do.
A good girlfriend of mine, Miss Annie X, and I created a local comedy website. It's a hub for all things Seattle comedy. The URL is Seattle Sound Comedy. Please reach out to us if you want to ever put anything on there. It's really easy. Yeah, and then also we have, Mitch and I have Descending to Madness every other month, third Tuesday. So the next one's April 16th. So please roll up on that. Help me reach my goal of selling out that show. And then it'll be June something. It's on our website, so please just check it out.
No, everybody else that's doing this, they're way funnier than me.
I don't know if this is gonna come out in time, but there's a show called Ha Ha Hotties. I think it's Saturday. Okay, cool. I just wanted to promote them. Follow me on Instagram, I guess, at the Big Nose Boy.
Just really the YouTube, actually, because I should monetize that eventually, probably. It's Mejia Comedy, so if your last name is Mejia and you're a comedian, you were really slow, because I just started last year, and I got Mejia Comedy as the handle, so youtube.com/Mejia Comedy, and I'm not trying to throw shade at every Mejia comedian, though I just might have. Whoops.
Shout out Seattle Sound Comedy. Thank you.